The long history of Greece contains records of numerous volcanic eruptions. For example, the nation's most famous volcano, Santorini, produced one of the largest volcanic eruptions of the last 10,000 years, thus forming a large caldera which can be seen in the circular interior of the overall island today. However, Santorini, which last erupted in 1950, is not the only volcano which still retains the possibility of erupting in the near future. Located a mere 50 kilometers southwest of Athens is the peninsula of Methana. Looking around this area, a number of circular dome-like features with jagged tops can be observed. These are all lava domes, as much of the peninsula is volcanic in origin, representing a single volcano. The Methana volcano last erupted in 258 BC, although there were more recent but unconfirmed reports of an eruption in both 1700 and 1922. This extended duration video is sponsored by World of Warships. World of Warships is a fun and free-to-play game available for PC. This game is a team-based sea battle that requires different strategies and tactics depending on the map and game mode you choose. Play solo or join your friends in a division. This game features over 400 historical ships that you can control in beautiful maps and unique living landscapes with stunning graphics and changing weather in battle. You can also customize your own ships the way you like or the way it performs best. There are more than 44 million players and 5 warship types divided into the following: destroyers, battleships, cruisers, aircraft carriers, and submarines. December is the holiday season and World of Warships will be full of events, fun activities, and giveaways. You can download World of Warships via the link in the video description. During registration, use the code FIRE to receive for free 200 doubloons, the premium battleship USS Texas, 20 times Restless Fire camouflage, 1 million credits, and 7 days of premium account status. Like the other 5 active volcanoes in Greece, Methana exists due to the collision of 2 tectonic plates 200 kilometers to the southwest of the peninsula. There, the African tectonic plate is being subducted underneath the Aegean plate. The subducted crust from this collision then melts and travels upwards until it erupts on the surface, producing a chain of volcanoes. The Methana volcano is located in a geologically active area as 2 now extinct volcanoes lie adjacent to it, the Aegina volcano to the north and the Poros volcano to the south. Methana could best be classified as a lava dome complex volcano as it contains dozens of viscous and rounded lava domes. This volcano began forming 900,000 years ago when a volume of low silica basaltic andesite lava erupted onto the surface. I want to remind my audience that at this time, the peninsula was relatively similar in shape to its modern appearance. This peninsula was largely constructed around 70 million years ago, which represents the age of basement rock beneath modern volcanics. When this basaltic andesite erupted, it produced a steady flow of lava which emerged from a straight-lying vent. This then flowed towards the Mediterranean Sea, expanding the overall landmass. Over the next 400,000 years, more lava domes erupted on the island, forming prominent hills and valleys. Over time, the underlying magma became more silica-rich, resulting in andesitic composition eruptions instead of basaltic andesite. This later changed to dacite, indicating an increasing amount of explosiveness from associated eruptions. Although the majority of lava domes built by eruptions were small, some were quite large, measuring up to 3 kilometers in length. After people settled on the peninsula, an eruption occurred in 258 BC near the peninsula's northwest tip. A viscous lava flow emerged from a radial fissure, which then headed towards the north and into the ocean. Over the span of several months, this 100-meter-high lava flow added 500 meters in length to the overall landmass. The bowl-shaped depression in the middle of the lava flow formed due to repeated partial lava dome collapses, which resulted in pyroclastic flows. Today, we know that this volcano is still active due to the presence of hot springs located around the peninsula. A relatively shallow magma chamber is the heat source which allows for these springs to exist. Due to the long volcanic history of this complex, it will erupt again. The issue lies in what the overall odds are. There are historical reports of volcanic eruptions in 1700 at a submarine vent called Pausanias, and then again in 1922 at the Caimano-Vano crater. Despite the reports, these eruptions are still classified as unconfirmed. Assuming that they were both indeed eruptions, the odds of a future eruption would be around 1 in 2,500 each year. Such a new eruption would either be phreatic in nature and occur at Caimano-Vano crater or produce a new large lava dome and an explosive eruption. If such a new eruption was to begin close to the sea, it could create small tsunamis. How, you might ask? Lava dome-style eruptions have a tendency to frequently experience partial lava dome collapses as the steep slopes on the edge of the dome are structurally unstable. Thus, if a collapse occurs and material travels into the sea, it generates a small tsunami. Another hazard is the threat of pyroclastic flows, which would frequently occur during any future eruption. These would generally only travel downhill but could reach uphill during a larger volcanic explosion. It is near impossible to predict where the next eruption will occur, as Montana is cut by dozens of large fault lines which offer a path of least resistance to potential intrusions of magma. Using the U.S. Geological Survey method of rating volcanoes, Montana will be classified as a high-threat volcano. I hope that you enjoyed this video.